Hey folks, welcome back to the Horde. This is the wrap-up video for this week. About 10 after 5, 7:23, July 23rd, Tuesday, 82 degrees. Been overcast all day, so my batteries have not hit the point where they're charged and the thing is in just a maintenance mode. The yellow light means they're charging. Green light means they're in maintenance mode. Couple of things. I've been working sleepy, and I'll show you what happens when you work sleepy. So I think I'm going to call it a day. Anyway, I bought some gas line. One of the things slowing the China quad going back together again is I don't have any decent gas line. And we've discussed this before. I don't like the idea of a crotch fire, so I ordered some gas line to put that puppy together. I'm also debating what to do with the carburetor, to be quite honest. I bought a carburetor for the Honda 70, or I might have bought two, and I'm debating whether to put the China carburetor onto the China bike, or if I should try to rebuild the one on there. I guess normally what I do is I normally try the rebuild and see how it goes, and then depending on what happens with that, I change it. But 9 times out of 10 they end up getting changed. This was another eBay deal. I'll just show you quick because they're so hard to find. I don't know if you guys recognize this. This is the thing that goes under a Honda 70 or a Honda 200S seat, and inside of it is a toolkit. These toolkits, if any of you guys have a bike that the toolkit's actually intact on, it's so handy. I mean, the screwdriver's a piece of junk, obviously, but that's an extension for the wrench. I mean, it's got the spark plug wrench and all the other little things you need. I dump it out, but if I do, I'll never find it all again. I don't know, could you guys see in there? Yeah, there you go. You can see the spark plug wrench and everything else. So these things come in really handy. I shouldn't admit to this, but even when you have every tool in the world, the little toolkits you get from Honda seem to have everything you need. All right, so I think I'm done up here. So I'm going to close this up. Just double checking to make sure I didn't lose the keys to the shed. I always do my best to put my keys away. I always work at doing that, so I don't like leave them in the shed and then lock it. That becomes a real drag. I do try to keep spare sets of keys around, but even with all that, I'd rather not lock my keys in the shed. So here's an example of working sleepy. I wanted to get the recoil starter on this rig because it's not good to have water go in there. This is the air filter I use, by the way. I kind of like these. They're cheap. They're about $8 each. They bolt right on the outside of the carburetor. You know, they just hose clamp right on. See the hose clamp? And they seem to do a good job. Obviously, when you have something like that on there, you don't want to submerge the bike because you're not taking in air up here like you should be. You're taking it in right there. And if you've ever ridden these things in the stream, they sit low enough so that chances are the bottom of that air filter would be in the water. If not, depending on what you're doing, the whole thing. And you don't want to hydro the engine. By hydro, these engines are meant to burn a mixture of gas and air, which the cylinder compresses, and everything's happy about compressing that. You know, 4-cycle, bang, goes around and around. Well, if instead of burning air, you start trying to compress water, water does not compress, and it does interesting things like breaks the head, damages the cylinder, bends the rod, you know, So you don't want to be trying to compress water. Okay, so anyway, I got the recoil starter on, and I was about to tighten the last bolt, and I noticed that they swapped this thing out and put the wrong one on. I also noticed that it looks like they might have done some interesting things over here. So I'm going to change that next. I also have to put something over the top of this so that every drop of water this side of the Mississippi doesn't fall in there and wreck my engine. Right? One doesn't need to fill the magneto area with water. Alright folks, this will be it for this week. Hopefully, I guess probably the next one will be the Sunday flea market video. Maybe Saturday. We'll see. Alright, folks, live, love, and have a great time. We'll catch you on the next episode of The Horde. Between now and then, try not to work sleepy because you end up working twice. Thanks for watching.